Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's Marcia Baker. So excited to be here with you. The question is, please, this week has just flown by. So we are on day 8 of our 10-day challenge. So waiting for people to get here. I just thought I'd talk about a couple of things. So remember yesterday, I said we had a giveaway and I was going to post this, but my day evaporated yesterday. So I will do this as soon as I get done. So remind me I will talk about this again. Today we're going to do faces and people, because you think that they're not nearly as difficult as you think they are. And again, we're not going for realism. We are just going for, oh, we know that's a person. And so we can then make it a male or a female, or someone, make it ancient with a robe and a beard. We can make them small. We can make them children. We could do a lot of stuff. So anyway, so we'll just figure that out, do that together, and let's figure that out. So I'm just going to zip over, and there we go. So here's Inktober today. So there's my leek. The only time I found the word leek in the Bible was, when I didn't write the translation down, but it was sort of an obscure international version translation, something like that. Not the NIV. But anyways, in Second Kings, basically, it's just saying that, they have to find money to fix repair the synagogue, repair their own leaks, that kind of thing. So just give me a holler if you're here. I'd love to say hi to you guys. So anyway, so that's Inktober, coming down to it. So trying to get this out of the way, trying to work ahead so I can think about November, and thinking about doing a gratitude little project for Thanksgiving. So probably the week before Thanksgiving we'll have another live, and go from there. So see how that goes. All right, let's see. Let's get today going. I think the other thing I told I was going to talk to you about was Posca Pens. Let me go back to me. There we go, Posca Pens. So when we talked about white pens, because I use this white Signal pen, love this a lot, but the white Posca pens are great. These happen to be like big chunky ones, so that's like going to make a really big wide, there we go, wide thing. But they come in fine, medium, they come in all kinds of widths, and you can kind of see. I got the basic color set. Well, that's okay, leave it to me. Oh, I think it has to be that way. Anyway, so there's, basic colors, but they have pastels and they have bright colors. I mean, I got a bright pink in there and a bright blue. So I'm not, and so it's more like a paint pen. So let's understand. So these, you like for a white pen, it's fine, but you don't want to do a ton of work on a regular piece of paper with these. You want to do it on thicker paper. So anyway, so can I show you? Do I have I used my Posca pens? Yes. Well, I've just used my black Posca pen. Okay, I'm just gonna. Do you guys want a little sneak peek? So this is my ugly journal, and some pages are really ugly, and some are not. So I do. There we go. Let's see. There we go. So I have some lovely art friends in Australia, and we do art every other, well, I do it with a lady named Tracy Hewitt. She leads it. And so I do art every other Sunday night, because it's Monday morning in Australia. So this was just watercolor, and so this is Posca pens. I'm using some metallic pens. I'm just having some fun. This is also Posca metallics. This was just dripping, so and again, and then I made birds out of my drips. So this is literally my experimental. Hey, Luz, how are you? Are Poscas expensive? They're not as bad as like Winsor Newton or Daniel Smith's watercolors, but probably $20 if I had to guess, somewhere in that neighborhood. And obviously the more you get, the more expensive they're going to be. So if you got like a set of 20, it's probably going to be closer to $40. So if you're not going to do a lot of doodling, I wouldn't, I love this white Signal pen, and it does me well. I rarely have trouble with it. And I buy like a pack of 6 for like I don't know. I forget how much they are, but I want to say they're like $6 or $7 a piece, which maybe for a pen is expensive, but it is hard to find white good paint. So that's what I'd say. Unless you're going to be doing a lot of this kind of work in a so there that was collage. And so anyway, so this is watercolor paper. This I took like a white crayon and just went around and then went watercolor over it. So that's more collage. I'm not really sure. This I was just doodling basic shapes. Not really sure where that one's going. This one I think is absolutely hideous. 2020 recap. I just think it's hideous. And there's goals. This one I tried alcohol inks on watercolor paper. Doesn't work. You really need Yupo paper. This is mandalas. I am so into mandalas right now. Oh my gosh. I'm like doing a whole book on mandalas. And so maybe we should do a class on mandalas. And I was just thinking, because, and maybe we could write verses around the side, really take a verse and really meditate on it. Anyway, if that's interesting, let me know. So, yeah. So, hey, Sandra, how are you? How's Florida? It's a little cold here. I'm jealous, right? I got Florida. You're in Florida, right? Okay, so this is Posca Pens. So what I did on this one is I had a piece of jelly plate paper that I really wasn't going to use, so I cut it up into squares and I glued it down. And then I took a Posca pen and just doodled over it. So I'm just feeling like that could be a verse devotional page. And then this page is like, oh my gosh, my favorite page. So I just took, I have really thin painter's tape, or washi tape works fine. So I put washi tape down, and then I watercolored it, kind of the same colors because they'd be on the same spread. And then I just got my pen out, and then I started with circles here, and then I just did a whole big spiral, and anyway, just let it flow. Anyway, so there's that. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is my favorite page. It took me forever to do this. So I was just experimenting with color. So I just did a lot of color. So basically I just did the little shapes, and I intended to do these as leaves, and I ended up doing them as fish. So, but you can see here's an experimental page, just ugly. So just taking colors and experimenting. And then I actually did a color chart, and then worked on some people. And then my last page, this was watercolor crayon. So anyway, just experimenting. So this is not my, this is my permission to be really ugly book. So, and sometimes it turned out okay and sometimes it not. So anyway, I digress. Let us get to our things that we need to do today. I just want to talk about the Posca Pens. So, all right, because it's Saturday, and I don't know about your Saturday, but my Saturday is busy. So we've got a lot to do today. I'm going over my parents though. So there's the people. So we're going to do people and faces today. And I'm going to show you a new layout. So, and it's 8 minutes. I'm going to do my very best to be done before 30 minutes today, because I know you have places to go. I have places to go. So let's get things going. So people, and so I will show you, like if you're doing a group of people, especially children, this is really easy. Show you that. But I just use, and here's my worship guy. So I will show you him. And so you can see, like, I don't always, here's my Pharaoh, right? Here's my Pharaoh. So, all right. And let's see what else we got. So people's, I draw, so that's not a normal person I draw. And then, so there's the devil. He's got a little pitchfork. And anyway, so let's get to people. And so there's my worship guy again. And I draw my worship guy a lot right there. So, all right, people are, okay, so this is a page from Eva Lotta Lamb. I know that sounds like, but her name is Eva Lotta. And so let me get going here. I think, I'm always going to be prepared, but no, I can't find anything today. There we go. All right. So Eva Lotta. Eva. EVALOGTA. I think it's LAMM. She is a German graphic designer, and so if you look up Evalata, um, she has like a PDF of this where you can buy people um, all kinds of different uh, doing things, and so that that's it's just helpful, right? To practice. But let's just work on our basic person standing up and then maybe moving, right? So um, a person, it starts out with a circle. How easy is that, right? Um, and then there's several bodies that you can give them. You can give them a square body and then just some legs, right? Um, and then you can have arms like that. So there's that. You can make a bean person. So the only thing with the bean person is I like their arms coming. Okay, I know our arms don't come out of our neck, but for bean people, they do. That's just the way they're anatomically made, is their arms come out of their, right off their neck. You can do star people, which is my worship guy. So I make a U, right? And then I come down, and it's not really a 5-point star, it's like a 4-point star. So there's my U. And then I draw a circle in the middle and a dot because he's looking up, and a smile. And then just a little kind of a heart for feet, and a little loop for the feet, and a little heart for the hands. So there's my worship guide. So if we're drawing somebody, so I think last week there was something about false prophets, or I forget. So so I drew the hat first, the sorcerer hat, and then I drew. He wasn't happy, right? And then I just sort of squiggle a little beard down there. So they get a big triangle, right? And then I come off and give them sleeves, right? And you can either give him a hand or not. So obviously he's got to be holding and then I give him little feet. So maybe he needs a nose, right? So there's, and then you can kind of, I think I did like star things and a moon to kind of indicate, um, dealing with astrology and that kind of thing. So that's one way. But you could be Moses, and so you could do a lot with. Um, so these are all standing still, and most of the time that's what I have people do, is standing still. Occasionally, like running, so we'll do running, walking. But so let's just say we were doing Moses or Abraham. Um, so then I'm gonna just do a circle, and the eyes are really halfway down, right? Halfway down your head. They're not, and then that way, if you wanted to do a little turbany thing, you could do that. And then you're gonna give them a smile, and then a little beard, and you can just make the beard as big as you want. So again, I'm gonna just draw that extended, and then if you just wanted to give him, like a robe for a king or something, and then we're gonna just bring that turban down to the side, and then little squiggles for hands, and you got a guy. All right. Um, hey, Carolyn. Good morning. Good morning. So I will DM you. The place is open, so that's a yes. All right. So we're having lunch on Tuesday. I'm very excited. Um, let's see. Let's see what else. People, as far as so obviously you can do um, women, and you don't have to make them stereotype. You can, but that's just like, so the stereotype police don't get me on. So I never wear dresses. So, but you can give them curly hair, or you can give them a ponytail, or um, you can give them um, you know kind of long hair. So girls, and then, oh, I'm gonna sneeze. So, all right. Um, and then we're just going to make everything little. And for the face of a child, it's all scrunched together. All right, so that's how we're just going to make it smaller. So that's people. So again, just practice, and I will post this page on my blog post. I will get this hopefully done tonight. Whew. Anyway, this is my, yeah, things are getting intense in terms of work. So I got more classes than I can imagine. I'm just not sure I'm going to keep up with it all. So anyway, so I might be not as much posted as much, but anyway, so there's people. And now for faces, we're going to do a face matrix. So if you have a piece of paper, let's do a face matrix, right? And do a face matrix. So I'm going to draw 9 squares. All right. And for the face, because just the way you do different things. So for the mouth, this is the mouth. We're going to do straight, we're going to do up, and we're going to do down. And then the eyebrows, right? We're going to do straight, we're going to do up, and we're going to do down. And we're going to just do that for a nose. All right? And so it's amazing. So we're going to draw a circle. I guess I didn't really need to draw the grid. So we're going to have eyes and then the face. So first of all, I'm just going to draw, because this is, all right, there's our face. Okay, so now we're going to do straight eyebrows, and then we're going to do curves up and curves down. All right? So now all of a sudden, now he's looking a little nervous. Maybe he's looking a little mad. Oh, maybe they're mad because I didn't give them noses. There we go. So let's see what happens when we give them an upturned mouth, right? So eye, nose, upturned mouth, nose, upturned mouth. There we go. All right, so now we'll give him, all right, so he looks pretty calm. He looks like he's up to something. You know, he's pretty happy, right? And then the other, you know, we have to actually do one more and just make them straight. So if we did that way, it's going to make them, whatever reason, when you have straight lines going like that, it always looks angry, devious. You know, he looks like he's definitely up to no good. So, all right, so let's do the last one then, and we'll say with the unhappy face. All right, without doing any eyebrows. You got that? All right. So straight. Oh, he looks very sad. All right. Oh, he looks worried. He looks sad. Right? What happens when we do this way? He looks angry, and he looks very angry. So just the, oh, I probably could have drawn that bigger. Sorry. He looks just downright mad. You're not the boss of me. I'm just mad. So, so anyway, so that's just, and again, maybe something you want to put in the back of your Sunday school or your sermon sketch note journal, and then that way you can refer to it very quickly. How to do happy faces and not happy faces. All right, so there's faces. So I'd love to see you practice those. And then I have another layout for you, and I was going to prepare, but I didn't. So, well, I have one done. So we're going to do the title. This isn't going to work because I actually tried to do it on, like if you watch the the Bible journaling conference. I tried to do this with Elena Joy's session, but it didn't happen because anyway, this would be a great thing, like um, if you're talking about a person or a particular event. So anyway, so we're going to put the details here um, underneath, or you could even put them over here on the side. But then we're going to put a column over here for verses that maybe call out. So again, you're not going to be taking notes so much, but just making, um, so, all right, so that's what my page is going to look like. There we go. All right, so it's who, what, where, when, or why. Oops, actually this is when, sorry. And this is where. And this is a pic. All right? So there's the format. So there's the format, and this is what I came up with, and I will post this. Oh, and I tried my first person. What do you, so if you actually do this, look this up, you will see, does that look like the guy? I don't know. I was brave. Pushed myself. So so Ruth, so he did a really quick synopsis of Ruth, and it was just like a 5-minute video. So you can see I say I have a who, so I listed all my people. So Orpha and Ruth were Naomi's daughter-in-laws, and Oprah was misnamed anyway. So, and then Ruth married Boaz, and they had Obed, and he was the grandfather of King David, so, and who was also in the line of Jesus. So what I kind of just highlighted, Ruth and Naomi left for Judah, Ruth gleans in the field, and Boaz redeems her. When I meant to get more information here about the actual year, so I will probably go back and finish that. And then why? And so his 3 points were, women are equal to men in God's eyes. God's heart is to redeem all people, and Boaz is the perfect picture of Jesus. So where does it take place? Starts out in Bethlehem. Because of the famine, they go to Judah. And then there's Ruth and Boaz on their wedding day. So just really simple again. So you're listening for the main points to capture those, making little tiny, so I've got bullet points here, but you're making little tiny pictures where it makes sense. Maybe this section should be bigger. Maybe you need, and then next way you could just draw, you could practice your people. You could practice your people and make that section bigger and make the wind smaller. That actually, if I was going to go do that, I'd probably drop this down here and then see if I could actually draw more of those people. So that would just be one thing. So there's another format that might work for you without having things being really intimidating. So anyway, 23 minutes. I am wrapping this up. There we go. We'll be there in a second. There we go. So anyway, I hope you find that format helpful. So anyway, does this chart only work when there's a story? Not all sermons contain a story. That's true. Right. This format is not always going to work. Like I am working. I'm not finished with this one, but anyway, I'll just hold it up. So does that work? There you go. I was trying to use that format for Elena Joy's Greek and Hebrew word study, and it wasn't working at all. So I ended up going back and using boxes. So if there's a lot of telling stories, I think that's a great format. It may work for you. So I'm not saying go try it out Sunday. I'm just saying that it may work for you. It may not work for you. But it's like it's an arrow in your quiver is what it is. It's another tool in your toolbox to help you. And maybe for kids this might be a great format. There we go. Maybe they could pick this up because maybe they're not interested in the nuances of what it all means, but if they can get the gist of the story, maybe that's enough. So that might be helpful. Anyway, I just trying to come up with really simple formats so they're not intimidating and go from there. So All right, I am going to wrap this up. So we are not going to meet tomorrow because I'm going to be in church. And I get to meet my son's girlfriend's parents tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. Ooh, really, because I love her to death. She is amazing. So anyway, I forgot to post this. So if you signed up for the Bible journaling ministry, and so basically that somebody didn't claim this giveaway, so I thought I will give this away to you guys. So what I need you to do is leave me who is your favorite person that you saw besides me, and I will do a random drawing on Tuesday. So I will get this posted today, and I am going to leave it at that because I know it's Saturday and everybody is super, super busy. So thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, you can post it in the link and I will look at it, or direct message me. And Carolyn, I will see you Tuesday at noon. So you all have an amazing day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.